Okay, so next we're going to compute cumulative spend as a function of a particular cohort's lifetime per customer. And this kind of comes for free from the revenue retention analysis that we just performed. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the prior matrix of data. Again, it's organized such that the rows represent acquisition cohorts and the columns represent number of months since acquisition. Each of these cells represents the amount of total sales that was generated by that cohort in that particular month since acquisition. So I'm going to copy this down over here. And now I'm going to convert it into cumulative spend. So for each cell, again, what I want to do is I want to get a cumulative spend figure, which would be equal to, for any particular cell, the cumulative spend from the previous period plus the incremental spend from the new period. So that's all I'm going to do here. I'm just going to say that the cumulative spend in this period is the cumulative spend of the previous period plus the total amount of new spend in that period. Now there's one other thing I need to do. We have all this white space, and so again, for plotting reasons, I want to check and see if the new cell is blank or not. If the new cell is blank, I'm going to put in an NA so that I don't mess up my plotting. Otherwise, everything is the same. So when we do that over here, we can see this is kind of what we'd expect. So this is now cumulative spend by acquisition cohort, which isn't quite right. We want cumulative spend per acquired customer. So we need to divide all these figures by the number of customers that were in each of these respective cohorts. So first things first, I'm just going to copy and paste the values here. And I'm going to create a new matrix where I'm going to have a column over here for the number of acquisitions from that cohort. And again, I computed acquisitions way back early on. So I'm just going to pull in that data from here. And now each period I'm just going to take total cumulative spend and I'm going to divide it by the number of customers that were within that cohort. I'm going to anchor it properly. I always want to reference column C, but as I move down, I want the acquisition cohort to adjust. So I copy and paste that formula. So again, if I just pull up this cell, I'm getting the cumulative spend from that particular period in that particular month since acquisition, and I'm dividing it by the right number of acquired customers. So that's doing what it's supposed to do. So the next thing I'm going to do then is I'm going to plot it. So I'm going to take this data, insert my chart. This will be a line chart, and I believe this is the one over here, but we can check. So I'll pull this over, copy and paste it down, make it nice and big. Let's pull this up over here, pull this down a bit more, pull this a little bit to the side, and let's add some chart elements. So let's add axis titles to both axes. Again, this is months since acquisition. This represents cumulative spend per customer. Pull this a little further down. So again, this is cumulative spend per acquired customer by cohort and by months since acquisition. That's it.